Welcome to Speaking of Business. I'm your host, Nancy Boyle, and we've got some great information to share with you today, some upcoming events you won't want to miss. Joining me on the first half of our show are Jackie Perry, who's the Executive Director of the Beaver Street Enterprise Center, and Jeff Wilkie, who's the owner of Easy Step Solutions. So welcome.
Thank you, Nancy.
Jackie, I'm going to start with you because I think for those people in our audience that aren't familiar with what the Beaver Street Enterprise Center is, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is, what you're doing, how you're helping, all that stuff, okay?
All right. Well, Beaver Street Enterprise Center is the city's only small business incubator. And for those that are not familiar with incubation, incubators are really designed to help talented entrepreneurs get a leg up on starting their business enterprises and create jobs. And for us, Fresh Ministries is the organization that started the incubator here in Jacksonville. It's not really a religious organization, but they looked out in the community and thought that one of the best ways to revitalize the community and to bring jobs back was through business incubation. And so we have a lot of partners that have joined with us now, and mainly the city of Jacksonville, who recognize, again, that one of the best ways to spur our economy is to keep those jobs coming. And so the business incubator is a 25,000 square feet facility. The city invested in it, and we have other investors that invest in it with the thought that we'll help the entrepreneur budget their startup venture. We bring them into a facility where they can get ready to move in office space, but we couple that with a lot of technical business assistance. So they have a lot of resources at their fingertips to help them in a number of ways, with marketing, finance, operations management, it could be legal assistance. And we do that by involving a number of partners. So we have a lot of great partners that work along with us in that effort. The Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF, the Women Business Center, Small Business Center, just a myriad of partners. The thought is that once those entrepreneurs have that investment of resources, the technical assistance, they'll grow even faster than what they initially thought they could. They'll get to a point where they'll sustain themselves and graduate out into the broader community, and they'll keep creating jobs and increasing wealth.
And you guys are celebrating your 7th anniversary?
7th anniversary. We've been there since 2003, and we started out with 3 entrepreneurs, and today we have 22 full-time entrepreneurs, and we have some entrepreneurs who are doing it on a part-time basis, so we've got about 14 home-based businesses that are over there as well.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is really great. I think it's interesting because I think, I don't remember exactly what the numbers are, but something to the effect of 3 times more businesses are successful when they use services such as the Small Business Development Center and Beaver Street and the Women's Center, et cetera, because right in the very beginning you get that, you know how to make widgets, but you may not know how to manage cash flow.
Exactly.
Or where to go for help or any
true.
of that. And so all of that is really crucial, especially in the first couple of years.
And you're absolutely right, Nancy. And one of the statistics we cite is that 80% of businesses that come out of an incubating environment do generally succeed. And, I'd buy those odds any day.
Sure, absolutely.
So they get a lot of great support and assistance. And if I might say so, too, I'd like to give a plug. We have the incubator here in town who are assisting those businesses. Like you said, it's real important for those businesses to go beyond the survival stage. You want them to get through those critical first 3 years that we typically define as the survival stage, and they go on. And so we help companies through the survival stage. We help them in that mid-range. And the Jacksonville Regional Chamber of Commerce has an initiative that's called Second Stage Initiative. And they are putting resources together to help those businesses that are at that second stage level. Generally, they have between 10 to 25 employees, $1 to $49 million in revenue. And so there are resources out there to help that group as well, which is really good. We are growing, and we're looking at doing something where we can help serve the group that's kind of in the middle still. And so we've got some new things that are underway as well. And so I'll tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll talk
Right.
about that in a minute. I want to get to Jeff. Jeff, tell us a little bit about what you do with your business.
Well, my business is called Easy Step Solutions, and we provide a wide range of business consulting services for the entrepreneur or the existing business owner. What we try to do is getting existing business owners back on track, or aspiring business owners off to a successful start. Now, we have a wide range of consulting services ranging from comprehensive business and marketing plans that are designed to help entrepreneurs reach their targeted customers, to provide the tools necessary for them to secure financing, to provide a necessary strategic roadmap to move their company forward, and also to attract investors. We have other services designed to help with training, and also curriculum development and instructional development solutions to help train business owners and their staff. And we also have some services to help with the daily operation of the business, administrative support. So our mission is to provide simple solutions to difficulties of business. And our goal is to, in other words, the success of the small business owner is our success. So similar to what Jackie Perry's Business Incubator does, we help people through their tough times and also the bumps of business, either getting them back on track or over certain hurdles of the life cycle of the business.
So we've got the incubator who will hands-on, hand-hold, and then we have the consultant that kind of will be that next level of service. So and Jacksonville's unique with that. We have a lot of resources, we're going to talk about those later, that work together to collaborate with the common goal of creating jobs.
Exactly.
So, and Jeff, you're also a member of the Small Business Resource Network, because this is a lead into the event.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us about that?
The Small Business Resource Network, SBRN for short, it is a special group of service providers that the SBRN is sponsored through the Small Business Development Center at UNF. And what makes this association, this organization, special and different from others is everyone that's a member is a professional that provides services to small business owners. Or it could be a corporate member or an agency. For example, some of our members are attorneys, accountants, business consultants such as myself, marketing companies, advertising, insurance, bankers, anything you could think of that ties into what an entrepreneur or small business owner needs. What you could say is we're a source of answers for the small business owner. If the small business owner has a question about their business, they need help with just about any type of topic or situation, they could go to a one-stop location, the Small Business Resource Network, and get the answers they need.
Great. Now, Jackie, part of your anniversary celebration are a number of events. So let's start with the first event, which is Bagels and Bankers.
Yay.
So, Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about Bagels and Bankers, and then Jackie, you can tell us about this, because this is a second annual event. You can tell us a little bit about how it went last year.
Okay,
So,
great.
The Bagels and Bankers is a special event that we organize through the Small Business Resource Network. I chair the committee, the outreach committee that's responsible for organizing the event. So this is a great event in which we have a group of professional expert lenders that meet at the Enterprise Center, And what they're going to talk about are lending solutions. We're going to have a panel that's available for people to attend that they could ask questions and answers. There's going to be a time frame where this starts at 8:30 on June 3rd, by the way. And it provides a great networking opportunity for small business owners to interact with these lenders and find out what kind of lending solutions are available to them right now. And the topics are going to be very comprehensive. They're going to range from micro lending to SBA programs to non-traditional lending, for example, factoring. So if you're a small business owner or an aspiring business owner and you have questions about what's available out there for lending, or your company needs some sort of financing, this is the place to go.
Okay. And Jackie, tell us how it went last year, because I heard it was a rousing success.
It was a rousing success on last year. We had about 100 people, maybe more, come out to the Bagels and Bankers even early in the morning. And to get the answers that they need, like Jeff said, being able to hear solutions to their financial strategies or needs was very, very helpful. We got a lot of great feedback about the event, and it was just great seeing entrepreneurs walk away with, wow, I didn't think I could get this financing, but there's hope for me and my small business now. So that was really great. And as always, the networking is, of course, priceless. And so folks making those connections was really good. So I'm looking forward to the Bagels and Bankers that's coming up again on June 3rd.
Yes,
very great.
Well, and I think what's interesting is the timing of this, because last summer, last June, things were really kind of dire, and lenders weren't really lending. And now things have started loosening up. I've talked to several bankers just within the last week that says, we're starting to do some more.
Right, exactly.
Which I think is really good news. I ran into a business owner on my way over here who said, yeah, my business is picking up. Things are looking good. So.
And some folks may have shut down, when it comes, because like you said, things have looked pretty dim and dire in the past. But I just want to encourage the entrepreneurs, come out, like I said, aspiring, or if you're already in business, just to come out and visit the Bagels and Bankers. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, and so it's June 3rd.
June 3rd.
From 8:30 to 10:30.
10:30, right.
And is there a fee?
Yes, it's $10, and that's basically just to cover a cost.
Cover the bagels and the coffee.
Exactly. So it's a good time to interact with the lenders and also have coffee, bagels, and so forth. Now, we ask that you pre-register if you can, and you could go to the website sbdc.unf.edu. That's the one website, and you could also visit the SBRN website at sbrn.org for more information.
Well, excellent. Well, now we're going to go to break, so thank you guys for being here on the first half of the show. You in the audience, don't go away, because there's more stuff we want to tell you about that you won't want to miss out on. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. If you'd like more information about today's show, or you have a topic you'd like us to discuss, please write to Speaking of Business, care of SBDC, 12,000 Alumni Drive, Jacksonville, Florida, 32224, or visit our website at www.sbdc.unf.edu. Welcome back to Speaking of Business. Again, I'm your host, Nancy Boyle, and we're talking about some great information, some upcoming events you won't want to miss. And so rejoining me on the second half is Jackie Perry with the Beaver Street Enterprise Center, and joining us is Pat Blanchard, who's the director of the Jacksonville Women's Business Center. Welcome, Pat.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Jackie.
Thank you. Thank you,
Pat, let me start with you, and let's talk a little bit about what you do and what the JWBC does.
JWBC. Well, thanks very much, Nancy, for having me here. It's an opportunity that I enjoy, so thank you. Jacksonville Women's Business Center is a program of the Chamber Foundation. We're partially funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, and I'm pleased to say we're actually in the middle of our 6th year here in Jacksonville, serving women who are looking to start or grow a small business. In fact, our mission is advancing the success of women entrepreneurs at every stage of business development.
Well, congratulations on 6 years.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you're advancing the stage of women in business development, and what are some of the programs that you have to offer?
Our core strengths for the JWBC, and it's different from centers around the country, but our core strengths are the mentoring and training programs that we provide. We do some counseling, but we typically suggest our resource partners, which would be SCORE, the Procurement Technical Assistance Center, and obviously the SBDC at UNF. But our mentoring and our training programs are the key signature things that the Women's Business Center is known for. For example, financial matters that we're taking applications now. We match a businesswoman who applies, and we match them with a banker and an accountant, and that those two individuals mentor her for 6 months. And there's workshops that are built into that time frame. But it helps them understand the financial side of running a small business. They know the widget part, they know the doing part, but they don't always understand cash flow and pricing and so on. And we have a sister program, Marketing Matters, that's a similar concept, and then we have others that we provide as well.
Well, and it kind of gets back to what we were talking earlier with Jackie, that especially the first couple of years, you don't know those things. You know, it's like going to school and studying a subject and reading it in a book, and then you get into the real world, and oh my goodness, it's very different. Yeah. So both of these programs, all of these programs are such valid programs. And the fact that we all collaborate, I think, is what's so
the key.
Tremendous.
That is very unique and tremendous, exactly.
But Jackie, I want to get back to you because I know you're just dying to tell everybody about what's happening at Beaver Street. What's your big thing?
Well, the big thing is, number one, we talked about the anniversary already, and every year we look forward to that because we have some great programs that we think will benefit the entrepreneurial community. And again, we already talked about Bagels and Bankers. It was such a success last year that we are bringing it back on June 3rd. And then following that, we mentioned the network that we have for support and assistance for our entrepreneurs is really strong here in Jacksonville. And so we do have our Small Business Providers Assistance Network who are going to be putting on a resource fair. And I'm not going to take all the thunder from Pat, but we're excited about that because that gives an opportunity for any business resource to be under the one roof where entrepreneurs can come and take advantage, and I think that's tremendous.
Absolutely.
And in addition to that, though, we're launching off some expansion efforts at the Incubator, so we are building another facility, and we'll be able to serve entrepreneurs who are beyond the survival stage and are growing to that next level. And so we've got some special programming that we'll be putting in place for them and utilizing our partners every step of the way.
Exactly.
Pat, I want to go back to you, and let's talk about jacksmallbizhelp.org.
Okay.
Fabulous. Because I just am, you know, when I go around the state visiting the other resource network locations, it is amazing to me how they have government, nonprofit, agency type folks who, it's like they're battling each other. It's kind of the Hatfields and the McCoys, and we have a very unique situation here in Jacksonville. And
absolutely. I just came back from a conference in Washington, and other women's centers were sharing that they don't enjoy the same kind of thing that we do. And I think we're really a best practice region with the way we've acted from the beginning and continue to support each other. The fact that we meet quarterly, we talk about the programs that we're all doing, we promote each other's programs, we do our best not to conflict, and here's a great opportunity for us to be in a collaborative effort. So the resource fair that we're doing in conjunction with the Beaver Street 7th anniversary celebration and Bagels and Bankers is an opportunity for the public to come and meet all of us in one room. After the Bagels and Bankers, we're running it roughly from about 11 to 2. And each of us will be there, have a booth. It's free. And you have some time, maybe about 5 minutes, not a full counseling session, but to sit down and talk with me about one or two of the programs of the Women's Business Center, and then move on to the city of Jacksonville and talk to a counselor there. The SBA will be there. Our ethnic chambers, which I think is also important, play a role in our collaborative effort, and so they will each have a booth. And again, all the resource providers. So the public has a chance to spend some time, roughly about 3 hours, with any one or more of us within that window, get some handouts, and then make appointments for follow-up. Great opportunity, June 3rd, 11 to 2, Beaver Street Enterprise Center.
And also, you mentioned the number of groups that were going to be there. That includes, and most people don't think about it as being a helping organization, the IRS.
Correct.
IRS.gov will also
the
be
kind
there.
of
IRS.
IRS.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think it's very important, and their website is irs.gov. There are so many initiatives that are coming out around healthcare, around stimulus, et cetera, that are offering tax credits or tax benefits that anybody can go to their website and find a myriad of information.
Exactly.
So, you know, everybody's always been, the IRS. Well, you know, there's a lot of good stuff that you can get from the IRS website.
Absolutely. I think, you know, again, just sharing, and I know you have mentioned it too, Nancy, there is a website that the providers group has created, jaxsmallbizhelp.org, and it's JAX, small, S-M-A-L-L, biz, B-I-Z, help.org. And so if you go there, what they'll find is all of the providers have their information there, and you can go to a live link. So if you want more about the SBRN, you can do that. Women's Business Center, Beaver Street. It drives you to our own specialized websites. But the fact that we've got a collaborative effort is just, again, a testimony to all of the people and the service providers here in Northeast Florida.
You know, the other thing that I really like about jaxsmallbizhelp.org is, and I'm not sure if it's up yet, but it is coming, the calendar, where all the organizations can post their upcoming events so that the business owner who's looking for opportunities, whether it's a procurement conference, whether it's your anniversary celebration, whether it's your financial matters or marketing matters, or Entrepreneurs Law School, Bagels, whatever those events are, they can now go to one calendar and be able to kind of see what's coming up, which I think is exciting.
And I think that was our objective with this Providers Assistance Network, was really make it easy for the small business.
Sure.
And Jack Small Biz Help should definitely help with that.
Absolutely. Now tell us a little more about your anniversary.
Oh, well, again, Bagels and Bankers, we got the Resource Network. That next following week, and actually this might be easy for people to follow, we're actually having 4 events during the anniversary. So we'll kick off that Thursday with Bagels and Bankers and with the Resource Fair. The next Thursday, we'll be coming back with another panel. We'll be getting top leading industry leaders from across the city who will be coming, sharing some of their background and experience in terms of how I did it, how I grew my company, and sharing that with the entrepreneurial community. Then the following Thursday, we actually have our grand anniversary celebration, which will probably take the form of a luncheon. And so we'll be recognizing some key entrepreneurs there. The fourth Thursday will be for those entrepreneurs who really are wondering, so you want to be an entrepreneur, what does it really take? And so we'll have that last and final workshop on that particular Thursday. So
I love it. Stretch it out over a whole
we
month.
might as well celebrate.
It's kind of like when your birthday is. You know, you want to stretch it out for at least a week.
Yeah. So we'll have open house probably on that same day as well. And we really do invite the public just to come out, take a look at the incubator, see what it's really all about, meet some of the entrepreneurs. We have some great entrepreneurs there, some great success stories that we'd like to share with them.
And I would like to take this opportunity, Jackie, for you to tell our audience a little bit about what you're doing with home-based businesses, because if you're working from your home, it can be pretty lonely, and you kind of feel like you're sort of out there on your own. And you guys have come up with some nice programs to sort of meet that need.
We started this program about a year ago now, almost a year ago, and you're absolutely right. We serve and we do a lot for the current businesses, and we would have home-based businesses sometimes attend the workshops, and we kind of thought, wouldn't it be great to give them opportunity to get away from those distractions, to be able to meet with people in a professional environment, besides the Burger King or the Paneras, but nothing wrong with that, but every once in a while. And then there are home-based businesses who are really looking to go to the next level in terms of procuring larger contracts, when it's really important to have that professional environment. So we've invited them to be able to come into the incubator and participate in obtaining shared office space. So they can share office space with another entrepreneur. They get phone, they get internet, computer, and they do it at a low cost of $150 a month.
Wow.
Yes.
And but they're limited. They can do that for about 25 hours a month. They have access to that space. But not only that, we hope that they will take advantage again of the resources that are there. So if they come in, the Small Business Resource Network, the UNF counselors that are there, or whether something's happening with the Small Business Center, they are aware of those resources and can link into those resources and get the help that they need for their small business. So that's our hope, and that program is going well. Like I said, we have about 14 that are participating with us now.
Now, if somebody's interested in any of the programs at Beaver Street, what number can they call?
They can call us at 265-4700.
Okay. And are you looking for more women business owners for
Absolutely.
your Financial Matters program?
I am, absolutely, and I will share also our Athena PowerLink mentoring program, which is for the businesswoman who's beyond the startup stage. There's some critical criteria, but that is a premier licensed program. We're one of only 2 cities in Florida that offer that. So if you're not at the Financial Matters, at the Athena level, Financial Matters is for you, but if you're beyond 2 years or more and you're looking for a tailor-made advisory board, Athena's the program. Either one, I'm available to talk a little bit more specifics about. You can find me 366-6640 or just go on the website for the Chamber, which is opportunityjacksonville.com, and there's a link for the Women's Center.
Okay. Well, and you guys do such a wonderful job with your mentoring programs.
Thanks, Nancy.
I've talked to some folks who have gone through that program and they just rave about it.
Thank
so, so if you're in the audience and you're a woman business owner, even if you're thinking about being a business owner, give Pat a call because they've got programs to kind of ease you into this.
Absolutely.
You might be a candidate for the Beaver Street Enterprise Center and the Incubator, or maybe you're a home-based business. But certainly both of these ladies and any of the organizations on jacksmallbizhelp.org can assist. So we've got a few more minutes, Jackie. Any last minute comments you'd like to make?
No, I'd just like to encourage businesses again to come out, and I'll just echo on what you said about Pat's program. Some of our female entrepreneurs have certainly participated in the marketing matters and the financial matters, and again have benefited greatly. So those programs, I mean, if you had to actually pay to get some of that resource and that expertise that you get out of these programs, you know, it would be phenomenal. But they provide these programs and they really do assist the businesses in growing to the next level. So I encourage people just to visit that website, jacksmallbizhelp.org, and just take advantage of all the free resources we have.
Well, and maybe they're not free, but they're certainly lower
nominal
costs.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, because let's face it, whether you're a government agency, whether you're a nonprofit organization, whether you're a private business, you know, you still have to pay, cover your costs. You know, you got to pay your bills, and so naturally there are going to be fees. There's going to be workshop fees, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh,
but if you had to go out into the open market and get something like that,
market fees,
huge,
big difference. You know, for $375 if you're not a chamber member to do a 6-month mentoring program where you get in a banker and an accountant. Just quickly do the math. You're spending that, if not more, for 1 hour of an accountant. And so our volunteers are critical to the success of the mentoring programs that we do. We couldn't do it without them, and the fact that they give of their time and their talent on a regular basis to the Women's Business Center and individuals in the community that are looking to start or grow a small business.
Exactly.
Well, and there's certainly the Small Business Center at the Chamber. You know, there's the other agencies that are involved. And you mentioned the ethnic chambers that provide another avenue to partner with some of these other organizations and kind of collaborate that. And I know, having talked to you after your Washington trip, to hear from these other women business centers about, oh my gosh, how lucky are you? I hear that when I go around the state, and I'm just so thrilled that we've been able to create that environment in Jacksonville because it truly is unique.
I had an opportunity to share with the director of the women's program for the SBA about what we're doing here, and we may ultimately be asked to provide a model as a template for best practices on the national level.
And that's a great note to end on. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, these events are coming up. You can go to www.sbdc.unf.edu and get all the information. So join us next time when we're speaking of business. Bye now.